One of the biggest misconceptions about internet usage is that practically everyone is able to use the internet. With technology that is constantly evolving and improving, a widespread belief has emerged that anyone and everyone should have access to the internet. Yet this belief is not true. There are thousands of those in society who are not able to use the internet as effectively as others, or at all. The concept of digital divide, at its core, refers to the notion that there is a stark divide between those who can use the internet and those who, for one reason or another, do not have the ability to use the internet. This issue problematizes core beliefs associated with Web 2.0. When Web 2.0 as a term was first created, individuals gleefully stated that the internet would be a great tool that could give an equal voice to everyone in society. Moreover, aligning with the technological determinist viewpoint, those who advocated for Web 2.0 believed the internet would be the driving force behind social, political, and economical change, creating an equal playing field for everyone. However, the ideologies and hopes associated with Web 2.0, and the internet more specifically, has often left certain voices out of the picture. As outlined by Elizabeth Seltzer, the internet has had a long-standing history of disregarding those who may have disabilities. Since its creation and growth, Seltzer has argued that the people who have historically benefited from the internet are those with low scale and or no disabilities. Furthermore, Seltzer noted that it took a while for the government and other agencies to even acknowledge the needs of disabled people, let alone think of a solution for those individuals with disabilities. Those who suffer from blindness, deafness, dyslexia, Down syndrome, and a whole other host of disabilities are consistently struggling with being able to use the internet. Even with increased technology that features items such as having the internet read what is on the screen, subtitles, and other inventions, disabled individuals still struggle with effectively accessing the internet. But digital divide does not just revolve around issues regarding disability. As pointed out by Alexander Helevis, disparities between who can or can't use the internet can also exist based on other crucial factors. Helevis pointed out that there are people, such as young children and elderly citizens, who may not be trained in how to operate computers and therefore miss out on the internet's benefits. Helevis also noted that people in the lower classes may not have access to a computer and therefore would not have access to the internet. Additionally, Helevis argued that because a lot of key internet search engines are based in America, the search engines will in turn favor US-based websites and exclude websites from other countries. This ends up excluding a full range of websites for internet users to use, limiting their potential for information and access. Additionally, as discussed by Andrew Blum and Austin Morris, physical infrastructure can also play into digital divides occurring within society. As illustrated with the submarine cable map, there are parts of the world that don't receive any sort of wired connections to any source for internet activity. Furthermore, as pointed out by Austin, just because internet is available doesn't mean it's good or easy to use. Similar to the idea that if roads are bad, they are hard to drive on, if there are not sufficiently developed cables and towers for internet connection, individuals in rural and other non-urban areas may have immense difficulties getting onto the internet. It may even come to a point that people in these areas cannot use the internet at all, even if there is supposedly internet service available. While the internet has many uses and is a great technological tool, not all members of society benefit from that tool equally. Those with disabilities may never be able to see what's on their screen, hear what is being streamed, or otherwise have a technology that is able to be varied well enough to fit their needs. Additionally, age, social class, and geographic location may prevent individuals from accessing parts of the internet. In relation to geography, those who live in rural areas may not even have a chance at all to connect to a local internet provider. The concept of digital divide helps us understand that while the internet is a tremendous tool, there are multiple people in society who don't have access to the internet or can't use the internet to its full potential.